Hey everybody, this is Mike here in Marysville, Washington. I want to give you an update, a report on my second week of TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I'm 70 years old, and as I said before, I've never really been to a doctor in my life. I take care of myself, I've been blessed, and so forth and so on. But I am 70. and As such, I don't think I got any testosterone left. I may have a little because I grow some hair on my ears, but that's about it in my old age, you know what I'm saying? I feel pretty good. Like I say, I go to the gym, I work out, I eat right, as I said before. Eat right by my definition, my research, my experience. I eat only meat. Yes, only meat. I'm 100% carnivore. I don't eat anything but meat or anything that has a mama. Technically, I can eat, but mostly it's meat. And so it is what it is. Everyone has to do their own research, I believe, and everyone has to be able to pick the bones in doing research because there's a lot of nonsense out there, and I know how to do that. And so, by my own research, that was a decision that I made, and it's non negotiable. And I have other non negotiable decisions that I've made, but I thought I'd try some testosterone. So this is my second week. And so let me say up front, I guess you got to do this. I am not a doctor, never even been to one. I'm not a doctor, I'm just some guy on YouTube. And so don't take my advice as not advice, it's just sharing my own experience. And so, if you want to join me. When I was looking around for some information, I wanted to find out what people had to say. And a lot of times it was giving their experiences, but then they get off in the weeds and start acting like they know medicine or know this, that, and the other. I'm going to just tell you what I know. Testosterone is kind of a funny subject. I'm used to it because I'm a theologian. And so, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions, a lot of different takes, a lot of different experiences, and so forth and so on. And apparently, it works differently in different doses, different types of administration, and things like that. So it works differently with everybody, I think. And that's often a default way of saying I don't know with people, and I don't usually buy that when it comes to meat. I know if you eat meat, these certain things will happen. You don't believe me? Try it for 30 days. If you want to know how to do that, ask me. I'll send you a heads up on how to get started. And anyhow, but testosterone, from reading doctors and users and everyone's experience, it seems to react differently depending on the person. Experience is a great teacher. Even though I am a theologian, I tell people you have to personally experience things. That's why you need a personal relationship with God, not just reading stuff out of a book. And yes, I am a theologian. I like that stuff. I've been trained in that stuff. But without an experience, it's just book study. You know what I mean? Testosterone seems to have a varied experience. So I'm just giving you one guy, giving you his experience so far. I'm only 2 weeks in. 2 weeks isn't a long time. They say it takes 2.5 to 5 to even 8 weeks before you start seeing results. Well, I start seeing results on day one, which I shared in my first week. And now this is my second week. My experience in the second week wasn't the same as my experience in the first week. I had some good days and some not so great days on that first week. One of the not so great things on my second shot was that seemed like my whole system was racing all day long. My heartbeat, which is normally around 60, was running around 90. I was getting flushed in the face and things like that. And I didn't even know if I was going to go on with that because I got a little paranoid, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is when you get older, when things start breaking down or something starts happening, you think you're dying. You don't think that when you're young. I don't know why, that's an old age thing. But yeah, I started getting freaked out a little bit. But that only happened on that one day. Didn't happen at all this week, and so that was good. Um, there were some changes this week. There were some real great highs on the first week. There was that day which things got a little wonky, but there were some great days too where it felt like I was 35 years old, man. I thought, man, this is a miracle. I didn't have that this week. There were days where I felt good, but not to that extent. There were a couple days on that first week where I felt like I was Superman. I didn't experience that this week. I did experience some good things. Great, good, very good. Still don't have any aches and pains, which seem to come with old age. I can't explain old age to people, man. It's like a weird thing, you know. I remember being young, asking older people, and it never made much sense to me. What do you mean you hurt? But you get these little aches and pains. You get a little unstable. You just feel fragile and slow and achy. Not like flu achy, not like workout achy. Just, I don't know, man. Bone on bone ache, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, that's completely gone so far into week 2 as well. So that's, in and of itself, pretty darn good. There are still arm pains, you know, not from the injections, don't really hurt. But after, the next day, for several days, your arm feels like somebody had been pounding you for a couple days on your arm. It's like that kind of sore. But it goes away within a week, and that's why I do one arm one day, the other arm the next. And so that's still there, ache like that. There was another effect. One day, when was it? Monday of last week, I tried a insulin pen. Now, insulin pens are only a little half-inch needle and very slender, so you don't feel it going in, or if you're scared of needles, it doesn't freak you out as much, I guess. And so that was nice. You didn't feel it at all, but it left a knot on my shoulder. There's still a little knot there. And that's a common thing and a common criticism. Some guys say you can use insulin pens and some not. Insulin pens normally, because they're so short, go only into the fat tissue. But some guys say, well, if there's enough really to hit the top layer of the muscle tissue. So some guys say fat tissue's okay. I don't know about that. But anyhow, one of the common things that happen when you give a fat tissue injection, or in my case, that's what happened here, is the oil buildup. There's oil in testosterone, and the oil will build up there. Now, I don't do a high dose. I do a 50 ml twice a week. So it wasn't that high, and yeah, I rub it out after the shot, but it left a knot there. And so I don't know whether it didn't get into the muscle or what the issue was. Possibly it was put in there too quickly, hitting the, whatever you call it, syringe, plunger. I don't know. I will try it again, but that was on a Monday. So carried that knot around for a bit. Still got a little, like I said. So on Thursday, when I get my second shot of the week, I went back to the longer intramuscular needle, 1-inch needle, and didn't have any knot. And yeah, I still feel sore here. So anytime I've gotten shot, I don't know about other guys, but yeah, it's like someone hit you in the arm with a baseball bat for a couple days. It's not incapacitating, but there is a day or two where it's really aching, and I say to myself, I don't know, man, if this is worth it. The rest of my life, I don't know. Yeah, granted, I'm 70. I don't know how much longer I have anyway, right? But you know what I mean. So I'm going to keep at, what's some other things? I was going to start to say something else, but I'm going to backtrack and slow down for a second. Some other things that I felt this week. What was it? Like I said, still felt pretty good. I will say that cannabis seems to have a greater effect using testosterone. I don't know if that's just a one-off or whatever, but this week I didn't take any cannabis. I normally eat oil. I think it's healthy for you. It's good for me. It makes me do things well. Even when I was a kid in college, cannabis never made me the lay around guy. It actually invigorated me. And yeah, I try sativa, use sativa because it's supposed to be more uplifting of the two cannabis kinds. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't like the knock me out kind of feeling. I'd rather be uplifted. But I had a strong reaction to a small amount of cannabis, and I was high, man. And so that's a thing. I think I don't know, but I didn't do any this week, so I can't report on that. But that is a effect that I had the first week, and so I don't know if that's a thing. I have gained about 5 pounds. Hopefully it's muscle. I don't know. So 2 weeks is too early to tell, they say. So I don't know. I do feel a little fuller, stronger. I have noticed when I work out, I usually do about 15 reps of lighter weight. That was a decision I made this year. Previous years, I believed in lifting heavier. But this year, I thought I'd go light because as you get older, man, it becomes a chore. And so I did that this year in the beginning in January, have stuck with it, and I like it. I like the effect of it on my body, and but I only do 15 reps, which doesn't tax me too much because it's a lighter weight. But it seems that TRT makes me want to do more reps, 20, 25, even 30. And so I believe that TRT, one thing I think others have said and I've read, and perhaps I've experienced it too, it might be in my mind so far, it's early to tell, but I'm pushing myself more. So that may be just that feeling of having some strength. I mean, if you're 70 and you ain't got no testosterone and all of a sudden your body's getting a oomph of some hormones, man, you're going to be feeling a little better, a little more jacked up, you know what I mean, as far as strength and endurance and power goes. So that's a thing that I seem to be experiencing. I'm going to keep on this program for at least 10 weeks. And then by that time, we ought to be able to see some physical effects as well as the mental, psychological, and all the rest. So we'll see how the weight goes by then, how strength goes by then, and if there's any noticeable physical changes, we'll see. So far, that's been in my experience with testosterone on my second week, testosterone replacement therapy. As I said, I do 50 ml twice a week, which isn't a whole lot. That's a starting point. But again, starting points, it all varies. How many times you do it a week, how much at a time, everyone's got an opinion. I try stuff on myself. I do my research, and then I determine truth for myself based on what I know up here and what I experience in my own life. And so we'll keep at it. We'll keep working our program. I'd encourage everyone to get some sunshine if you're able, and about 20 to 30 minutes twice a day. Get some good sleep. Oh, well, sleep is a thing. When I was younger, I never needed much sleep. As I've gotten older, I don't get much sleep. They say that testosterone will help your sleep. I haven't really experienced that yet. I'm still sleeping like I did previously, and probably not good enough. So hopefully that will help me as well. But I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. In the meantime, have a great week, body, mind, and spirit. That's part of my non-negotiable program every single day. I take care of those 3 things in the morning every single day. Non-negotiable. I don't need motivation because some things in my life are non-negotiable. How I eat, going to the gym, and other things in my life are non-negotiable. That means I can't come up with an excuse. I'm going to do it no matter what. And so I don't need motivation because I'm going to do it. And so that's it. And so we'll work this program for 10 weeks. I'll keep you posted each week along the way. If you have any questions about my experiences, let's leave it in the comments, or any comments, criticisms. It's all welcome. I like to talk and dialogue about things. I don't know much, so I'm open to others who may know more than me, and we can share our experiences and knowledge together. So God bless you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. I'll report again, and again, have a fantastic week. God bless you all. Bye-bye.